Affirmations that work, or I could say self-talk that works. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, many people use affirmations with the intention that they're going to have things they want manifest in their life. And it doesn't really work that way, because for things to manifest that we want, it's about our daily energy from the time we wake up till the time we go to sleep. And what we want are all those thoughts during our day to be high vibration energy. That's positive, emotional type of thought energy. Because that's the energy that allows us to receive the details to the path of the things that we want. And so whether it's affirmations or appreciation or meditation or positive aspects or things we're thinking about ourselves or about others, we want that whole pot of thoughts through our day to be good feeling thoughts. That's where our high vibration life is. That's where everything flows to our satisfaction. And if we contribute negative energy, so if we're using our affirmations in a way that creates negative energy, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, making sure your affirmations are the ones that genuinely are contributing positive energy to your daily pot, then that's all good. But if we're contributing low vibration energy, then we are going to muddy up our vibration, and that's going to attract things we don't like, the train wreck, and block the things that we do want. So let's make sure that our self-talk affirmations are in the spirit of high vibration, so that we're contributing in that way to our day. Okay, so you can't talk your way into manifestations, as in using specific words. And the reason for that is because the law of attraction does not understand human language. It understands the language of emotion. And so you have to use words that cause you to feel what you want. You might say, I am rich, but as far as the law of attraction goes, you could be saying, I am watching ducks fly. So, do you feel rich when you say, I am rich? Because that's really what we're after. We're after words that bring us to the feeling of the thing that we want. Not just saying positive, good-sounding words, and they sound like what we want, but they don't make us feel like what we want. It's the feeling. That's the vibration. That's the vibration that lets it come. And it's not just any one thing that we do in our day, but all of the things that we're thinking and feeling in our day, that positive emotion, energy. So get this. You could say, I love that field of daisies. And you could be feeling abundance, joy, appreciation. And those vibrations are the frequency of any kind of abundance. Anything you want, everything you want in your vibrational reality are at those positive emotion frequencies. So they would allow you to receive the riches you want. So imagine that. Words like, I love that field of daisies, if they generate in you the feeling of abundance, joy, and appreciation, they are more effective to allow you to receive the riches you want than if you use the words, I am rich. Pretty interesting, eh? It pays to know how this energy stuff works. We can really, refocus our mind, train our mind, our conscious thinking mind in effective ways. It's a very powerful, the most powerful aspect of us, our thinking mind. And to learn to use it in these focused ways, as you can see the difference in our life when we do and we don't. Because there's always an emotional component, a vibrational component to the words that we're using and the thoughts that we're thinking. And even though one person could say, I'm rich, and they could totally feel that, and it would feel very natural to them. And that would be a contribution to their daily pot of high vibration, whereas another person could use the exact same words, and it would feel like lack and absence of the thing that is wanted. And of course, that's low vibration energy going into your pot. And that creates some slowdown of your vibration. So typically when people say affirmations, it's because they don't have what they want. And the reason they don't have what they want is because they don't believe it. And saying an affirmation is not going to change that unless that affirmation fulfills these 5 things or these 4 things. It has to feel real. It has to feel true. It has to be unconditional. And it has to feel like now, present moment, emotional essence of it. When an affirmation is like this, then it is a daily contribution to our high vibration pot, and it's being part of the things that we want to include in our day for sure. So let's take this a little bit further, and let's just look at some affirmations and put them up against these 4 points. So I'm rich, or you could say I'm wealthy, or I'm abundant. And see, that's just a blanket statement. It's not saying how you feel or anything. It's just making a claim. And if you don't have it, then, and you have no reason to believe it, then it's going to be low vibration. It's not going to feel good. It's going to feel like lack. It's the same thing. You could say, I'm healthy. And if you don't feel healthy, if your body is doing something and you don't feel that health, then that blanket statement is really not going to bring up any kind of good feeling emotions. It's going to most likely bring up negative emotions that are more like doubt and uncertainty. And so that's all low vibration. And you could say, I have a house with, and you could talk about it in any length of detail. But still, it's not making you feel it. You're just making a statement that really you have no reason to believe that it's true. You want it, but you just don't feel it. These statements are not putting you in the feeling of it. And you need to be in the feeling of it for you to be a vibrational match to it, for it to be something that's going to be on the way to manifesting to you. Same thing with a relationship. You could talk about the excitement and the lovingness of a relationship, and you want it, but you don't currently have it physically, and so you're not really feeling it. And so the statement can actually turn that affirmation can be turned into the feeling of loneliness and absence. So those affirmations by themselves like that don't really measure up to these 4 points. And so it's very likely that these are going to create some low vibration in your daily pot of energy. So let's look at some other affirmations. Now, when you make affirmations about the creative process, they are always going to feel good. So you know that you want to know about the creative process and how all the details of that. And you're going to want to know that anyway, because that is the knowledge of life that we all should have got. Tells us why we came here and how life works and why things happen and how we change them. I mean, it's the book of knowledge of how we live this life in our natural high vibration way. So the more solid you get with that, and then you can make affirmations about that, because you can say, my vibrational reality is full of everything I want. And that fits really good with these 4 points. It answers everything there. I have a house in vibrational reality. That's absolutely true. And you can feel it from there. You can feel it. And you can even add another affirmation that says, everything I want is on its way to me now. And as I am choosing good feeling thought energy, I receive it. See, that's 100% accurate. And it goes along with the creative process perfectly. And it can get you feeling anticipation and expectation and joy and all those emotions of the experience of the host. Emotionally, you can do that right now without the host being physical. That's the beauty of our emotions. They can work in both our desires and in our physical reality, and they're equally as powerful in both places. So you can see that any affirmations based on the creative process are going to allow us to feel good. Now we can do other things with affirmations, which is talk about the feel of things. So you could talk about a relationship and say things like, I love the feeling, or I love the idea of a relationship. It feels interesting. It feels engaging, uplifting, flowing, exciting. You see, all those emotional words are the vibration of the relationship that you want. And even though it's not in your physical world, it's in your vibrational reality. And now you're matching the energy of it. So now you're inviting the path that brings it to you. Just by adding emotional words, you are now putting yourself at the frequency. So you're not claiming to have anything. You're just putting yourself in the emotional essence of the desire. That's the vibration of the desire. See, when you know how to use affirmations, they can be really quite an asset to you in your daily life as part of your daily high vibration pot. So you can add emotional words and talk about them in related to business or money or jobs or anything really. And now health is a little bit different because health, our body is an indicator of how we're doing in different areas of our life in terms of our satisfaction. So if we have an area of our life that there's a lot of dissatisfaction, we carry that on a regular basis, not paying attention to the negative emotion and switching that energy, then our body kicks in and it gives us an indication that, hey, we got some work to do to clean up. So when your body is not feeling well, it's actually working perfectly. Sounds pretty odd, doesn't it? But that is really the truth of life, because when you introduce negative energy, emotional energy into your daily life, into your thinking mind, it does interfere with your body's ability to keep itself maintained in its state of wellness, natural state of wellness. So if you will clean that up, then your body goes back to its natural state of wellness. So that's why you can make affirmations like, this is a temporary condition. It's just showing me what I have some resistance going on in my life. As I clean that up, then that will all correct itself. And again, my body is working perfectly. Those sound much, much better. They'll make you feel much better than, well, I got this condition and I don't know what it is, and they want to give me something for it and I don't really want to take it, and they want to do something to me, but I don't really want them to do it to me, and I don't know how long this is going to last, and I really don't know what to do about it. And so you see, that conversation is just a low vibration situation. Whereas if you talk about these affirmations, about the way it really is, and the creative process helps us understand all of that, then you feel much, much better. And now you're actually in the vibration that allows you to allow your body to go back to work and clean up the anything that's going on there, so that you return to wellness as you're returning to good feeling thoughts about areas of your life as well. So that is a way to help yourself with affirmations, so that you're using them in a way that contributes to your daily high vibration pot of emotions. Other things you can do is add the word because or why is that true? And when you do that, then it's a kind of an acid test that will tell you if your affirmations are creating uncertainty and doubt or creating certainty and expectation. And furthermore, when you ask these questions, it promotes you to go into a stream of high vibration thoughts that create a new belief. So you start talking about the creative process in relation to the affirmation, and it's a massive, massive positive contribution to your daily high vibration, because you're changing your present moment thought energy to high. You're creating new thought habits that feel good, and you are displacing faulty beliefs. I mean, this is powerful, powerful stuff. So affirmations definitely can be a very great contribution to your daily high vibration. So if you take that concept of asking why or because, and you add them to these, so if you can say, I am rich, and then you ask, why is that true? Why am I rich? And then you go into the creative process, which tells us why we are rich, born rich, always rich. Then you actually can turn that affirmation into a very, very productive affirmation that does those three things that I just talked about. And that's just what you want to do. That's very, very powerful time in your day to revisit and reconnect in those ways. So you can use the word because as well and say, I'm healthy because, and then you go back down here to these affirmations that I mentioned, and you know why you're healthy. And you can feel that health, and you can feel the emotional essence of that health, even though your body could be in pain. But emotionally, you can be in the vibration of the health. That makes all the difference in the world. That's the road back to wellness. And so you can see you can change these affirmations into very powerful affirmations if you add the emotional justification for them. And they work beautifully. So you can do that with any of these affirmations. So there is a way to make sure you're using your affirmations in a very powerful ways. And again, it's self-talk, really, when you get right down to it. And you can use what I talked about here to really check out all of your self-talk, and is it feeling good to you? And if not, then you can go into the deconstruction of that negative feeling thought and reconstruct it, which the way I reconstructed these affirmations is a way to do that. In the other videos I talked about that as well. So that's really the message for today, and that affirmations can be a good thing. They can also be used to lower your vibration, but you want to use them in ways to keep your vibration high, and know that they are a contribution to your daily total vibration, streaming that high vibration energy all day long. By themselves, they're not enough, but they can be a great contribution. So keep that in mind, and then keep all these other areas in good feeling places as well. And then you're on your way to your high vibration life, where things really flow in the ways that you want them to flow. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.